Hello, everyone. I'm Kathy Cronin, and I want to welcome Reverend Linda and Susan Jarboe, who are joining me today. I have the topic that I'm going to lead, but before I start the discussion, I'd like to open us in a moment of prayer to help us get centered. So let's take this time and just relax, be present in this moment. And if you want to close your eyes, just to be able to shut the world around you out for just a few moments and breathe in, taking a deep breath in and feeling that releasing and letting go of everything that you have going on around you. It will be there when we're done with this, but this is a time to be fully present and then to open your heart and your mind and your soul to God's divine spirit, wisdom, and understanding. We thank you for this opportunity to bring these thoughts that this panel is here to enlighten and to share. And we are appreciative of those who are joining us. And with this, I say, Amen. So today I'm using a article that was written by Reverend, it's Carolyn, Warnemuende. And she's the minister out of the Sacramento Unity Church. And this was in the Unity booklet about change your thinking, change your life. And so often we hear is it's what we think is how we act. And so from this article, she talks about she was visiting a wise woman friend, and her 10-year-old grandson asked, how he could get my power. So this wise woman said, sit here on the floor, fold your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and think of something you really enjoy doing. Pay attention to what happens. In about a minute, he got up and said, discouraged, nothing happened. Well, this is not unlike many of us. We often, want quick results, especially when we start our spiritual practices. We hear a core teaching or we read a book and we hear change your thinking, change your life. And it sounds exciting, energizing, and possible. Well, then we give it a try and we get discouragement sets in because nothing is happening. Results don't come quickly. We'll hear miraculous changes in the lives of others and lose heart when we don't experience such a change. So Reverend Carolyn writes, she's a process person, and I'm very similar to that. I'm a very organized, and I do the to-do list. So she goes, when she feels grateful about achieving a goal and appreciate my accomplishment, what excites me is the process of getting to that positive end. So she wants to see that positive end. She visualizes. I love taking the steps toward the hoped for result and paying attention when I need to veer from the course I thought I'd take. Change my thinking is like that. So if you see me wanting miraculous life transformations by changing my thinking, for many of us, the principle works best by noticing the small ways that changing our thinking alters our daily existence, bringing more joy, more hope, and a greater degree of overall satisfaction. Eventually, we start to see things differently. We may have a daily routine and we miss it, and we sort of go, oh, well, we sort of fall off the thing. So she woke up one morning tired of the feeling, so desolate that I made a conscious decision to change my thinking. I listed in detail the many ways I had felt successful in my ministry and all that I missed about it. Then I made a second list with the joys resulting from my retirement, change in work, and change in community. This was harder. I persevered. So when we're making changes in our life, we have to change our thinking. It's not the way it was. So she wrote each day, she wrote each joy. So she took time to clearly visualize and feel resonating in her body the changes. She read her list, paying a particular attention. So having that to-do list, feelings of joy. She got in time, she began to experience more joy than sadness. So she changed her thinking and she started to see the miracle happening. So part of when she goes on about the experience of her change in her life, she said, when she got caught up in what I lost, I recognized and honor the feeling, then go to my list of joys. I changed my thinking. My thought experience was not a major life shift. It was not an, oh, wow experience or epiphany. It was a conscious decision to change my daily life into a more joyful one. With consciousness and intention, smaller recognition of how changing our thinking changes our life can become common for most of us. So now is the time to begin seeing small changes as miracles. Now is the time to honor ourselves for taking the steps of changing our thinking and staying the course when we don't quickly see the results we've longed for. When we do this, we become living examples of how changing our thinking indeed does change our lives, thought by thought, each day by day. So create your own practice. Focus on what your intention is. Maybe do a detailed list of where you feel stuck. Write a second list working for you, what's working for you now and how you feel about it. And then, silly as you may feel, sing a happy song, do a happy dance. When you've reached something, when that change has happened, when those little miracles happen, music and movement works wonders in changing how we think about a situation. So be patient and persevere. Change is a practice. So I thought about this one as small and steady steps was a good topic for the start of a new year, because this is time when many of us set resolutions to do something, or, we're gonna make changes, and it's like, well, the changes that we want to make is how's our thinking affecting that? And for my own personal thing, I can look at the start of this year and look back over this last year. At the start of 2023, I set a resolution that I was going to lose weight. And I got on this Noom program, and I would write down everything I ate, count the calories, and got more movement involved in my life, counted my steps, weighed in daily, did the program along the way. And I'm so used to having done diets in my life where, I could see rapid weight loss because I stuck to a tried and true, I get so many calories and I can't have this and I can't have that. However, I might lose that weight quickly, but by the end of the year, I'm back to where I had started the year and plus. This year, I can look back at that and say, changing my thinking changes the outcome. By consistently daily logging what I was eating, counting those calories, making different choices, the weight came off very slowly. I lost 25 pounds over the year, not exorbitant. I've done that in a matter of weeks at other times when I stuck to a strict diet. However, I did get to go through those holidays, enjoying my binges and enjoying the holiday thing, and didn't pick the weight back up. And it was the fact that I recognized that it was that small change of just doing that consciousness of daily recording what I was eating. made me looking at what my food selections were. Nothing was off limits. I could have anything I wanted. I just counted the calories for that day. And that I might have had days that I went over my calorie intake and other days I didn't. Or I substituted. If I really wanted to have that hamburger or something, then I was going to give up something else in exchange that day to keep my calorie count. So, and there were many times in the evening when it came to dessert, it's like, I don't have the calories left today to do that. Or, you know what? I feel like I want something sweet this evening, but I think I'll have a yogurt, which is a lot less calories. And so I saw the small changes that has propelled me to continue to say, okay, I did 25 next year, do another 25 this year. Then it's like that slow progress, but it's changed my relationship with food, which I have had an unhealthy one for 70 plus years. So it just was sort of that type of thing, is those one small steps, but sometimes it's that daily practice to start to see the changes happening. So, does anybody else want to share their thoughts on this?
Oh, I will. I love this topic. Small steps, small changes. For me, the changes I keep working on, and it's an ongoing thing, is changing the I have to into I get to. I have to be here by 7 o'clock for this reason. If I say, oh, I get to be here by 7 for this reason, it changes the energy. Instead of being a chore, it's a privilege. And little things like that really have helped me a lot. Another one is, we call it in 12 steps, don't should yourself. Not saying I should do this or I should do that. I'll say I will do this or I won't. Yeah, this is a possibility, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to should myself. I'm not going to set myself up to be some kind of a failure. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do what I'm not going to do. It takes kind of the blame game out of it. I really, really enjoy that. And the big change for me is I get to live my life. It's a privilege to be here and do all of the wonderful things that I'm doing. Some I enjoy more than others, but they're all a part of what I get to do, living this life and being who and where I am right now. I love the topic, and definitely it's the little things that can make really big changes. Thank you.
Yes, I like this topic too. And taking little steps towards whatever my goal is really helpful. One of the things I think I tend to do, and perhaps many other people do too, is we think of our long range goal and then we're overwhelmed by all the tasks we have to accomplish to get to that goal. And the whole thing sometimes just seems really difficult. That was what I went through with my dissertation. I thought, I can never finish this. And what I did was small steps. There was always something I could work on, even if it was just double checking my references. There's always something I can do towards my goal. And it can be a little something. So I really agree with that. I would like to apply it more systematically to my own life. And it's very interesting, Kathy, that you brought up the subject of weight loss. Because today, the day this is being recorded, we had a Monday morning meetup, and weight loss was one of the issues that came up. And so I was making connections the whole time you were speaking. And Also, Linda, when you said get rid of the shoulds, that's healthy cognitive psychology. And one of the things that I have done is when I look at my past and the thousands of errors and misjudgments I have made, I don't say I should have done this differently. I say I could have. I could have. It was one of several possibilities. I chose a different path. But people really do a number on themselves when they say should. It's like we have this desire to be perfect. And and that, of course, just gets you in all kinds of trouble. So, Kathy, thank you for a good reminder for us on how we could start our new year. Are there other comments? Well, then I'll close. And first, I want to thank our panelists for being here and bringing up really interesting subjects for us to talk about. And our Heavenly Parent, thank you for these wonderful, thoughtful people, both the panelists and the people who are watching this, because special people are the people who watch this. And let us take the lessons we have learned and see how they can apply directly to our life and see how they can apply directly to our relationship with you. Bless us all, Lord, for the wisdom and understanding we acquire in these sessions. Amen. And as always, I want to encourage you to give us comments on what you thought of this presentation or any of the other panel discussions. And if you have a topic that you would like us to address, please let us know that. And you can contact us through the Unity Church. And let's see. Oh, we'd love it if you were a panelist. You can see how when we have different panelists, we have some diversity of opinion, different points of view, but it's always thought-provoking and entertaining. And if you would like to be a panelist, we would love to help you out in terms of being that. I know that sometimes people have stage fright, but Kathy Richmond, whom you know from other presentations, and I have experience in public speaking, and we would be really happy to help you or coach you or relieve your apprehension about participating in such an endeavor. Thank you again, panelists. Thank you, observers, for watching, and we hope to see you in our next panel discussion.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.